This is Kate saying thank you for attending our official launch.
Any questions from the media? Anyone? Just raise your hand. This is something new in the Philippines, so I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of questions.
I sort of understand it na kaya for the benefit of those or layman's term. Kasi di ba, usually we buy properties. My wife and I buy properties and then we renovate it and then we have it rented. So kami pa rin may-ari. Pero pag crowdfunding, sharing with other investors, paano nangyayari? Who gets to use the property? Ano ba to? Or somebody already used the property and then we're just benefiting from the investment? Ganun ba mangyayari dito?
Actually, that's a very, very interesting question. It's a good question. To answer your first question is when you invest in Flint and you choose a property and then you invest money there, you don't actually own the property. You are just investing on that property and then you will receive a repayment or ROI of that principal, and then there's certain interest or percentage that you will earn during that tenureship of that project or of that property. And then when RE/MAX will be able to flip it and resell it to the end buyer, then that's the time that you'll be able to transfer the title from the developer or the property owner to the end buyer. So that will be RE/MAX participation, is to process everything legally when it comes to transferring the title to the end buyer.
So, mangyayari is, for the meantime, wala kaming decision making on yung mangyayari sa property, di ba? Parang ganun mangyayari, di ba?
Yes, the idea is we would like to take out the burden of, if you're a property buyer or a property investor, you buy a property, there's a lot of things that you need to deal with. After transferring or purchasing it, the next question is to flip it yourself or acquire a broker and then market it. So there's actually a very painful journey for just a simple property investor. But with this type of platform, it's just like putting money in. Actually, stock market is a bit jargon, but this is the easiest way to put in 1,000 pesos. Is just a small amount, but in a certain investment rhythm, you'll be able to put that money on a lot of ROI that you'll receive for the next few periods.
So the smallest is 1,000.
1,000 is
And
okay.
then, for example, for certain property, in a particular amount, ano yung kikitain namin doon?
There will be it will be shown on the platform on how much you will earn for a specific investment. Normally it's just a minimum of 6% and up, and that will change too over time. But they will be guaranteed fixed rate. That's what I think SeedIn brings in. They'll be doing crowdfunding for a very long time, and they're very visible to all Asian countries. So they with their facility and their license will be able to repay and get our funders their ROI, and secured and fast and in a legal way. Do you want to add something?
Thanks for your question. Nowadays, people want also to invest somewhere. Like for example, they have 500,000. But what kind of house can you buy at 500,000? Really, right? Maybe you'll be looking at the provinces already for maybe a low-cost housing at 500,000. But now with Flint, your 500,000 actually could buy a 10 million house together with the other 500,000 of other people. Okay, now that 10 million house supposedly is when we look at it, it should be something that will be saleable also to the new buyer. So you're investing in a 10 million house, your money is just 500,000. Okay, but when we sell it and it makes profit, your 500,000 makes money also. Okay, that 500,000 is if you alone are gonna look for a property and flip it. Okay, it's gonna be very hard and it's gonna be very far from the central area. Okay, so much more to lower, like 200,000. You have 200,000. Where do you put your 200,000? That will earn you money. Where do you put your 100,000? And what kind of work does it entail? Okay, and what kind of security will it entail? So that's why when Andre's idea of Flint came around and said, wow, this is what we're looking for, what we're waiting for. Because a lot of OFWs, a lot of people who retired, they're looking for a venue to invest their money in. Okay, and so you go either to stocks, you go either to a business, okay, or sometimes you lend your money to somebody. Okay, sometimes it doesn't come back. Okay, so but through Flint, you buy a property that is tangible. You can see it, it's there. You can touch it, you can see it really, right? So it's very exciting.
So to add to Andre and Glenn's point, this platform offers an opportunity for everyone to invest in a safe, secure type of investment, and of course, and also to take advantage of the booming real estate industry without without spending the 10 million. Rather, it can be as low as 1,000 pesos, which is mitigated risk kasi mababa lang yung minimum eh. So it can go as high as you wish to invest, but for the starters it will be a very very low entry point, and that really brings real estate investment to everyone. It used to be the reason why it is a game changer kasi real estate investment is, some say, diba, it's a rich man's game. Right? Yung mga may kaya, saka para ma-flip, diba? But this one changes that and allows people to invest in real estate through a vetted platform, vetted projects, and a secured due diligence process. So you can see the project, you can visit the projects, and this is something that also what we all bring on the table with Remax bring in the projects, Signet managing those projects, and SeedIn for the financing of these projects. This is really where the partnership lies, and all three entities are there to ensure that our investors are participating in secured, safe type of investments with minimum risks. And of course, whether if you're a buyer, right? Because we serve, there are two sides of the market, buyers and sellers. So as a buyer of property, you can look at the projects available. Of course, Signet itself also is a listing platform. So maraming projects dun sa Signet as a buyer. And as a seller, you can approach, let's say for Remax, to put your project on Flint, right? So that's where the Flint's yung purpose ng Flint is to serve the needs of sellers who are looking for property buyers, as well as people who want to invest on safe investments that are secured against a property.
Will this be regulated by a government agency?
Yes, actually, as a funding, we call that in SEC, tawag natin is funding portal. So that's where SeedIn's crowdfunding license comes in, as far as the activity for crowdfunding investments. So there's SEC Circular 14 that was that was recently released, which regulates the investment activity for, we call it lending-based and equity-based crowdfunding.
Good afternoon. I'm Jay Butler from Business Corp. I have two questions. What kind of properties and where are these properties located in the Philippines listed? And my second question is, what are is Flint well suited for long-term investors, or this is strictly short-term investment?
Okay, to answer your first question first, how do we identify these projects that we can get crowdfunded? For Signet Properties is a listing platform. Flint is a product under that Signet Properties. Signet identifies the data. It runs a huge data of properties because of the traffic and all the clicks and all the advertisements that we create. It identifies the hot property to recommend to Remax. The Remax, they have this inventory. Can we get this inventory? Then that's where the first step is. So when we list a property on Flint, it's actually been reevaluated. It's a data-driven property investment. So I'll pass it to. Do you have anything to say?
Yung mga developers.
Normally, the developers part, Signet Properties is a partner with multiple major developers and also with pocket and mid developers too. So we're pretty much covered all nationwide. We have in Davao, Cebu. We're partnered with all major projects as well. So by this, and as I've said, we're going to run a huge data because Signet is a tech company. So we have that data to actually identify. But then again, it's the experts, which is Remax Premier, who's going to confirm that. Okay, Signet, this is a good investment. So can you tell us about that? Like, how do we go to that step?
Actually, the process of choosing a property is a bit simple also. It's we know the market value of properties in the metro and outside the metro. And actually, what we're looking for are properties that are selling below market. Okay, because we're gonna sell it also. So when investors invest in SeedIn, okay, in Flint, okay, it has to be a property that can be sold at a higher price, okay, but still at lower than market value. Okay, so it has to be lower than market value. So for us to consider it, because if it's market value, you cannot add something already because it's gonna be overpriced. Okay, so it has to be something that's below market value. Okay. Kasi for example, bibili fund ng Flint yung property, di ba? So kailangan yung property below market. Okay. Kasi pagka dinagdag mo na rin kung magkano yung interest ng lahat, so tataas na yung presyo yung selling price. But the selling price, the new selling price, should still be acceptable to the market. Okay. When they see it, they will say na, mura yan. Okay, tama yung presyo niya. Okay, so that the process when Flint actually buys a property from the first owner and sells it to the new buyer, mabilis na. Because the price is something predetermined to be fair, market value, or below.
Okay, plus Signet Properties is also partnered with major developers like Ayala, Sanchez, Megaworld. So there's a lot of inventory that we consider. And also with this booming industry, as I've said, this is just wala pa yung a big wave of talagang property seekers and investors and buyers. So that which will happen a few years from now as we develop as a nation. So we want to prepare that on that way when it comes to that platform. Also, the good to sum that story, I think before we've launched this, we actually launched one project already that we get funded. We're partnered with a developer, Sanchez. So we were able to upload one listing. It's actually live on our website. You can check it already when you register. For a 6 million project, a property, it only took like 3 hours with the help of SeedIn and this network to get a 6 million project paid. And we can actually get this dispersed for a week. That's around 1 week. Imagine if you're a property owner and then you have like a property that you want to sell and you have something that is that you earn money now and you want money right away without all the hassles of documents and all that pain. Well, you can reassess it and then we can fund it and with the help of Taiwan. Then that gives us a huge network. So that's why the partnership is coming so critical for us. And we're making it available not just for the rich kids, but imagine why we're taking 1,000 pesos lang for a minimum investment, because our vision is I want to encourage a regular Filipino, even a minimum wager, can actually go to the website, invest 1,000 para they can have a habit of investment. I think that's what we need to do for Filipinos as well, is to get them on a habit of investing. So when they get that habit, then they will have an entrepreneurial mindset too. When it comes to investment, na walang jargon. If you go to our website, it's just easy. Register, upload the details or the proof of billing, all the validation, because we want to make sure that we are partnering with the right person, and then invest there. It's just a few clicks to be able to invest. So that's the idea.
What about the pull out? I mean, if I don't want to invest anymore, I want to get my investment. So what will happen? Or what's the procedure? Or do you have a minimum blackout?
Okay, so I think the gentleman's second question is yet to be answered. But yes, in relation to that, the pull-out, siguro, kasi first of all, yung mga projects that are available, of course, aside from the CBD areas, which you know are high growth areas, it's actually also, there are areas like Cavite and also other Bulacan. Those are also high growth areas, and also the cities like Iloilo and Davao, Cebu. This platform actually allows you to invest in those properties that are usually out of reach, right? So that's the first that's the biggest one of the biggest advantage of investing on Flint. And in terms of the projects, because usually when you invest in real estate, it's a big amount and a long-term commitment. This platform changes that, right? It's now a small amount for a short-term commitment. So yan ang pinaka game changer kasi instead of a 10-year, 20-year commitment for your investment mortgage, you're now looking at 1 to 12 months. You're looking at just not years, but months, yung ROI. Short term. Because you don't singularly own the property. So you and everyone else are co-investing in that property. But the property is vetted by REMAX, managed by Signet, and funded by SeedIn. Right? So that's the value add. Kasi yung na mention ni Andre the transfer of papers, the CGT, right? You have to pay capital gains. That's what 6%, and all that. So those things are taken off from your investment because it's already handled by Flint. So imagine if you were to do this yourself. You have to identify your own property. You have to right? You have to have the money for it, of course, big money, and you're being tied long term with that property, and you have to find your own buyer for your property for you to sell. So, and plus, not to mention dealing with RD, right? So, yung paying is on. So usually, how long does it take for a transfer of titles? Months, right? 45 to 60 days. And that's, mabilis na yun. So this is what Flint brings. And so in terms of that, yes, short term, so 1 to 12 months. And of course, for the pull-out of funds, because the other reason that SeedIn is here, because we do have a platform that manages your, we call that your SeedIn wallet. Right, so you do have a wallet, and that's powering Flint's as well. So in other words, when let's say a project is 3 months, so yung pera, it's your money is being invested in the property, but every month there you will be once upon maturity, you'll be able to get back your investment, and that will be managed, or you can always pull out. Usually it's nasa banko mo yan.
Paano kung hindi pa siya umabot ng date? Para sabihin na natin, emergency that I needed the money.
So in
those cases, paano
It's a good question. Well, you will be able to see on the online account how much that you can claim. You can pretty much can claim an amount there on that tenureship. But of course, if you will pull out on a not reaching the tenure amount, like 6 months, then you pull out on 3 months lang, syempre you won't get the entire principal. And then, but on a monthly kasi, you will see the interest. So you'll be able to claim on a monthly basis or pull out. Pero syempre, you won't get the entire principal and then the ROI na nakalagay doon. On the website, you will know the forecasted ROI already. Meron siya doon. So you won't just be able to claim lang the full amount of what shows on the website. But pretty much you can be able to process a withdrawal. So it's all that way. So all that.
May follow-up question. Parang if I need to pull out the investment immediately before the maturity or what, may penalty or
Not entirely penalty, but you will only see the amount right away kung ano yung pwede mo lang i-claim. So, kasi there's locked in and then yes. So that's there's a fee, but you will see on the website itself kung magkano lang yung pwede mong i-claim for that certain amount.
Right. So it's similar to let's say a time deposit. Yeah, there's a lock-in period, but you can claim the interest earned in your account.
All right, we move to a new question.
Right, hi. My name is Charles Gao. As an investor, I just want to ask, and let me put this in layman terms. Essentially, what I'm investing in Flint is in economic participation. There's no ownership, just economic participation in 1,000 peso unit. So let's just say, to simplify the example, if you had 10 million, a property worth 10 million pesos, and each unit is 1,000 pesos, then there are 10,000 units. And my participation is pro rata to the number, or the multiple of 1,000 that I put in. That's correct. Is my understanding correct?
For whether it's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million.
No, I'm just saying that this is pro rata. Whatever amount I put in is pro rata, multiple of 1,000 pesos to the total number. So if I put in 10,000 pesos, it's 10 over 10,000, correct? Yes. Okay, so
although the interest is fixed.
yes, of course. All I'm saying is it's to simplify the understanding. It's a unitized form of investment in a property for economic participation, not ownership.
Yes.
Okay. So as how do you call an investor in Flint, I of course will see my wallet. I have an account, but what evidence is my economic participation? Apart from the wallet, is there some documentation that evidences that investment?
We will provide a contract or an agreement for an acknowledgement as well for the payment or the investment that you put in. But because then again, there will be no property title or property share in the document that you will have. It's an investment. But there will be, you will see on our website that there are the agreement and clauses there. But that will we will also provide copies of this one if as soon as you get you on board. So we have the entire team that will get you all the onboarding kits that you need once every investment that you make.
All right, thank you, Andrew.
Do you want to add something?
Thank you.
I like that word, economic participation. Yeah, it's a good analogy.
Sir, clarification. When an investor invests